Your brain is being destroyed. And the terrifying part is, most people don't even realize it. Every scroll, every notification, every short video, every tiny hit of stimulation. It feels harmless. Just a few seconds. Just one more swipe. Just one more video. But while you think you're simply passing time, something far darker is happening beneath the surface. Your attention span is shrinking. Your ability to focus is fading. Your mind is becoming dependent on constant stimulation. Not joy, not fulfillment. Stimulation. And slowly, without noticing it, you are losing control of the most valuable thing you have, your mind. But to understand how this happened, you first need to understand something most people never question. This wasn't an accident. This world was designed this way. The world is designed to distract you. There was a time when companies competed for your money. Today, they compete for something far more valuable. Your attention, because attention is power. Whoever controls your attention controls your thoughts, your habits. Your behavior can even affect your life. That's why modern technology is engineered to be irresistible. Infinite scrolling, short-form videos, notifications, algorithmic feeds that learn exactly what keeps you watching. Every platform is built with one objective: keep you stimulated, keep you engaged, keep you consuming. Because the longer your mind remains distracted, the more profitable you become. And the cost of that distraction is devastating. Your brain no longer experiences silence, no stillness, no space for reflection, no room for depth. And without silence, the human mind begins to lose something essential: its ability to think, to create, to reflect, to become. But distraction is only the surface. The real mechanism operating beneath all of this is chemical. And once you understand it, everything starts to make sense. Dopamine is controlling your life. Most people misunderstand dopamine. They think it's happiness, pleasure, enjoyment. But that's not the truth. Dopamine is anticipation. It is the chemical that whispers, "Do that again." And modern life delivers endless opportunities to trigger it. Food engineered for cravings, videos designed for instant novelty, likes, messages, pornography, gaming, infinite digital rewards. Each one gives your brain a small hit, a tiny spark, a momentary rush. And over time, your brain adapts. It demands more. Higher intensity, faster stimulation, stronger novelty, until eventually, ordinary life begins to feel painfully dull. Reading feels exhausting. Silence feels uncomfortable. Deep work feels unbearable. Discipline feels impossible. Not because you are weak, but because your brain has been conditioned to crave intensity over meaning. And this conditioning creates something even more dangerous: a collapse most people won't notice until it has already taken control. The attention span collapse. Look around. How many people can sit alone in silence for 10 minutes? No phone, no music, no stimulation, no escape. Very few. The moment boredom appears, they reach for distraction. Their phone, a video, an announcement, or anything. Because modern minds have become terrified of stillness, and that fear has consequences. Boredom once created something powerful: creativity, reflection, ambition, clarity. Some of humanity's greatest ideas were born in silence. Do you know what that idea is? Please comment below. But now, people consume so relentlessly. They rarely create anything at all. They absorb, scroll, react, repeat, and slowly, their inner world weakens. Because a distracted mind is an easily controlled mind, it becomes reactive, predictable, manipulable, and that is exactly what makes distraction so dangerous. But distraction doesn't just weaken focus, it reshapes identity itself. And nowhere is this more visible than social media. The dark truth about social media. Social media didn't just change communication. It changed psychology. It created a generation addicted to comparison. People no longer live experiences. They reform them. Moments are no longer felt. They are captured, edited, posted, measured, validated. And over time, self-worth becomes tied to external attention. The likes, the views, the reactions, the approval. This is why anxiety is everywhere now. Because the brain was never built to process this much comparison, this much information, this much social pressure. People are overloaded, mentally exhausted, constantly stimulated, yet deeply empty, because stimulation can never replace purpose, and validation can never replace self-worth. If you want to know more about the dark truths of social media, leave a comment below. I'll answer you in the next video. But this raises a deeper question. Why are people so desperate to stay distracted? Why does silence feel unbearable? The answer is darker than most realize. The psychology of escape. Most people are not addicted to dopamine. They are addicted to escape. Because silence is confronting. In silence, there is nowhere to hide, no distraction to numb what's beneath the surface, and what waits there is often uncomfortable. Insecurity, loneliness, fear, regret, unanswered questions, unhealed wounds. Distraction becomes anesthesia, a temporary relief from self-confrontation. This is why people scroll for hours, even when they aren't enjoying it. They aren't seeking pleasure. They are avoiding themselves. And this creates a dangerous cycle. The more you escape reality, the harder reality becomes to face. The more you numb discomfort, the weaker your ability to tolerate it becomes. Until eventually, you become trapped, dependent on stimulation just to feel normal. But here's the truth most people never discover. The mind can recover, and those who reclaim it gain something incredibly rare: the reclaiming of your mind. In today's world, focus is a superpower, because while most people are fragmented, the disciplined become dangerous. They understand something others ignore. What controls your attention controls your life. That's why they protect their focus ruthlessly. They limit noise, reduce stimulation, create silence. Not because silence is comfortable, but because silence heals. When constant stimulation is removed, your brain begins to reset. Clarity returns, thought deepens, presence sharpens, energy stabilizes, and slowly, you become different, calmer, stronger, harder to manipulate. In a distracted world, a focused mind becomes rare, and what is rare becomes powerful. Which brings us to the most terrifying realization of all, a truth most people will never confront. Most people will spend their entire lives distracted, scrolling, consuming, escaping, never realizing their thoughts were never truly their own, never recognizing how quietly their attention was stolen, how slowly their mind was conditioned, how deeply their focus was fractured. And maybe that is the darkest truth of all. The greatest battle of this generation is not for money, not for status, not for power. It is for attention. Because the moment you reclaim your attention, you reclaim your life. If you've realized your brain is being hijacked, right now, take back your mind. Limit noise. Reduce stimulation. Create silence. If you're ready, comment below. My mind is mine. And sign up for more psychological truths designed to help you wake up before it's too late.